Hey, hi, I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for January 10th, 2025. So, it's early, it's very cloudy today. I had another rough night's sleep, but I figured out why, though. I was drinking iced tea, and then I bought a big jug of that Milo stuff, that Milo sweet tea. Yeah, I can't be drinking caffeine before bed. So that's what I figured out. So no more caffeine before bed. And hopefully I can get my sleep pattern back on track. Because kind of when you mess it up, you got to kind of go back slowly. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm making coffee right now. But it's morning time. It's morning time. I'm having my cup of coffee. I spent most of the morning though, because it's not morning right now. It's like, I think it's going to be like 12. No, like 11. Yeah. And, but I was on the phone all morning trying to compare, insurance policy stuff, and I guess I'm going to have to say bye to Allstate. I was okay with them. They were a good insurance company, and they, what it was is, I like what they had for the deductible and all that. But then I found out over here at Farmers, you know what? Farmers does cost a tiny bit more. Not much, okay? But you know what? They cover like extra things. Because I asked her, I said, why, because I'm talking to you now, I said, why are you better than Allstate? And she told me, yeah, you can ask these people this. And so what she said was good, because she kind of told me what certain things would cover. And the Allstate people, they didn't tell me. And it was cheaper, and they didn't tell me, most likely because the things that she said were included in the bundle or plan may not be included over there. Now, I could call over there and find out. But you know what? This lady on the phone today was just more, she had a lot of information for me. And she was telling me how to do it and what to do. And like right now, I'm waiting for her to call me back, because I'm gonna go ahead and start the car insurance, which is shoot, it's good. It's like 165 or 160 something. I don't know. And before I was paying $309. So that right there, it's like cut in half. Okay. So and I don't mind, because I think the other lady, the Allstate lady, quoted me like 109 or something like that. But you know what? For the extra that this other company wants, they cover more. And my deductible is $250 instead of $500. So it's much better. It's much better with Farmers. I don't want to or like to pay more of anything, but if the coverage is better, I will pay a little bit more. Yeah, for sure. Because I want my stuff to stay safe, So right now I'm just kind of waiting around for the lady to write me back. She's kind of putting things together right now, and she's gonna let me know. So yeah, you gotta do the work. You gotta do some work. Like I feel, to be quite honest, to go through things like looking for a house or an apartment or renting, whatever, anything that has to do with that, it's very stressful, because the landlords, and you got to meet them, and landlords are always like, they check you out. But what about us checking those landlords out? Because there's a lot of ratchet landlords out there. Oh, ratchet. Okay, tell me about ratchet. Well, continuing with that story, I'll tell you something else that happened. But yeah, I don't I don't want to be stressed out or anxiety to go through this. And what's so nice, I think, about everybody is I think that they understand me. Like when you're working with people around you, and they know that you have a, you know, a disability or something like that, it's probably a good idea to be mindful of people's disability. Is better, you know, and everyone I've worked with, I don't think they even know what my disability, that I have a disability or anything like that, but they treat me with respect. You know what I'm saying? Now, compared to like Baylor White Smith hospitals, when I went there, yeah, and it's a hospital. You figure that they treat veterans with respect, but they don't. They really, really don't. Actually, my friend Belinda there said that maybe I should talk to a lawyer about what they did. So I don't know, maybe I will. But right now, this is going on. And because of like all the stress and anxiety that can flow upon me, this is why I back out of a lot of things. Because I'm like, if this is a problem, I don't want to deal with it. Because I'll become anxiety. You know what I'm saying? And all these people have been so nice to me. And so friendly and so good. Like, it's wonderful, you know. So that's a big disappointment when you go to the emergency room hospital and the nurses there, you know, treat you like garbage. That is a disappointment. That right there is Baylor White and Scott hospitals. I would like to mention, okay? But anyways, Ratchet, right? So remember in yesterday's video, I told you that, you know, I had to kind of let that guy go. He texted me this morning with the most dirtiest, nastiest, pornographic text. Not pictures, just his words. And I was like, oh, how disgusting. See, and this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Because he said, oh, even though I want to do this with you and I want to do... And I was just like, oh, I was so shocked when I saw that. And I was like, I blocked him. I straight up blocked... Well... I told him, I said, you know what? I am so disappointed in you. You are not a righteous man. And the way you talk to women is disgusting. I said, you know what? You know, it ends right here. And then I ended up blocking him. I don't even want him for a friend. Ew. If he talks to me like that, he probably talks to all the women like that. It's so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful. I'll be honest with you. I have not met a gentleman yet out here on the road. And the gentlemen I have met, they're already married and they have nice wives and they're happy together. So it's like all the men that are respectful, they're not around anymore. You know, I don't ask him for anything. I haven't asked him for anything. I haven't shown him that, you know, I am in any way a floozy or a prostitute or something like that. No. You know, I made it straight up with him that I will be his friend, you know, and if things happen from there, then they will happen. But he is so adamant on wanting to be with me that I just had to, you know, tell him what I thought about. Now, in the past, I would have probably ripped him a new asshole for talking to me like that. But because I'm not like that anymore, and I'm just, you know, in those days when I was like that, I was under the influence. Once I cleaned up my act, I went back to my normal self, you know, which is, you know, I don't want to be disrespected or treated like some kind of floozy or no. So yeah, I'll be honest with you. Like right now, I'm focusing on the house. You know, I don't care to have a relationship or get to know anybody like that. And any man who makes reference to my body, like he was doing, I mean, you can say something like, oh, you're very pretty, you're very beautiful. That's fine. That's a nice compliment. But when you start talking about women's body parts and what you want to do with them and all that stuff, that nasty stuff, I don't even want you in my life anymore. Yeah, so disgusting. I have not met not one single, you know, as in, you know, relationship status, single man who is a gentleman out here on the road. No. All the gentlemen have wives already, and they know how they should treat women. That's why they have a wife, and that's why they're happy. This man, he's been divorced 3 times. Oh, I wonder why. Because he's disrespectful. He tried to play like I'm stupid. I'm turning my water down because I just made some water for coffee. He tried to play like I'm stupid, and then when he realized that I'm not, he calmed that shit down. But you know, when I told, it's like I've been on the road all these years, and men think just because I'm by myself, I'm lonely and I need sex or I need to be sexual. No, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. Okay? And sex is not the first thing on my mind. You know, any of you men out there watching this, the reason, and if you're single, the reason you're single is because you're a pig. Because you don't respect women. Because you don't speak nicely to them. Okay, I don't know, you know, hopefully any of you watching are not like that. Okay, and you could be single also. Maybe you work all day, you haven't had the time to go out and meet quality people. Okay, that's a good excuse for being single. But if you are like that guy, approaching women and acting like a lecher or some sort of that's why you're single. That's why you can't find a good woman, because you act like that, because you're not a gentleman. That's why. I'm kind to everybody. And I'm respectful to everybody. I try my hardest not to judge anybody. You know, I like to talk to them and see where how things are going, where it goes. But the reason why I like friends first, because eventually you figure people out. That guy, he was a pig. He was a pig. You know, the truth came out. You see, thank God I had the discernment to realize this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, for you ladies out there, watch out for these guys. Don't fall for their shit. All right? You deserve to be treated like a lady, especially if that's the way you act. You know, it's not, I don't often, use curse words. I say thank you. I say, excuse me. I'm not rude to anybody. What gives this person a right to speak to me like a lecher, like a Chester molester, like, ugh. And he is a 68-year-old man. He's divorced, and usually men, they'll talk about, oh, I've had 3 wives. Whoa, that's too many. You know what? To me, I feel like men who have had all those wives is because of them, because they did something. Because you see all these people out here been married for all these years, and yeah, people, they have disagreements, and then they communicate, blah, 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 blah. When he told me about why he divorced his wife, I was like, you know what? It's time for me to go. I saw it right there. I ask questions. I want to know about you. And it shows me that you are a disgusting old man. This guy, so he's blocked. And even though I told him, I could probably help him with some traumas and talk to him about what's going on, because I know common sense. He's just some he's just some nasty old man out here, disgusting old man. And he was trying to play like he's all righteous and he's all nice and he's all good, and he goes to church. Whew. I bet you God is frowning upon him right now. God is definitely frowning upon him right now. So, very disrespectful. Anyways, that's what happened. Yeah. So anyways, what's going on today? Everything is fine. Everything is good. That didn't upset me much. You know what? You know why? Because it made me happy that I realized right away who this person was. You got men out here who really like to play the starring role in their own movie. They're big fakes out here. Don't let any man come up to you and try to touch you or tell you, they like your body parts or they want to be with you. And no. If you're a guy, be respectful to a woman. Treat her like a friend. Treat her like a normal friend. Get to know her. She get to know you. And watch. You will find someone nice. Because that gives you the time to see who it is you're really talking to out here. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. So disappointed. Because he was nice, but it was fake. Yeah. That's what's out here. A bunch of fake people. Can't wait to get into the house. Maybe maybe I will be single until the end. I got my dogs, but men are just, you'd think with all this that I'd probably be like a lesbian by now, but it's like I'm just not that. If you're a lesbian, you're a lesbian. If you're not, you're just not, and I'm just not. And a lot of people out here might think that I am, but I'm really not. I'm just out here, I just dress comfortable, and I don't gussy myself up because, you know, look how I live. I live on the road with some dogs, you know, so my attire is not fancy or made up. I don't go and get my hair done. I don't like getting nails and all that stuff because I like to work with my hands and do things with my dogs. So I'm not really, but I mean, if I do go out, I will dress up a little bit, you know. But I haven't really gone out in like 4 years since I've been on the road. Not really, you know. So I did once, and it just happened to be that I went with this couple. It was 2 women. They took me for this crab boil thing, and I put on a little something nice, you know, because they were taking me out, and that I think was the only time I went to somewhere nice was with those 2 women, you know. Very nice women. I'm still friends with one of them. The other one I don't know where, but I don't know what happened between them 2, so it's not my business, so I'm not gonna kind of question that. But yeah, you know, like, some nerve, you know. Such a disappointment. Men are a disappointment nowadays, you know. They really, really are. What can you do? You know, and it's not like, you know, I think what that guy might be running into is women who just want to use him for money. If I have my own, I don't need his shit. I don't need nothing from him. There's nothing material or financial that he could provide for me that I don't already have. And that's what he has not run into yet. And so, like, you got men out here who think like every woman out here is some sort of, you know, easy woman until they meet me. And then I tell them no. I tell them no. And how dare you? How dare you? You are a disgusting individual. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. And that's like, and he knows I'm a veteran. That's no respect for veteran women either. How disrespectful you are. You know, he doesn't even know my channels. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know where I'm moving to. So thank goodness. He had my phone number, but I blocked him. You know, I wasn't even going to tell him where I lived for a long time anyways, because there was something about him that I didn't like. And I followed my gut instinct, and that's where it led me, that he is just a pig. Right? You know, so it is what it is. Anyways, this is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for January 10th, 2025, and I will talk to you guys next time.